Hello, and thank you again for joining us. Today, we at Mars International are proud to present the next video in our webinar series where we will discuss some of the critical criteria for selecting a contract design and manufacturing partner. Not every contract manufacturer is the same, and in this video, we will review some of the things that set Mars International apart from the rest. Our presenter today will be our Customer Development Manager, Neil Milgram. He has been a member of our team for 14 years and has extensive knowledge in plastic part production, PCB assemblies, and electromechanical product development. As Customer Development Manager, Neil leads our outside sales team and works with potential customers to not only identify the customer's needs and requirements, but also identify how Mars can best be of assistance. Without further delay, I'll pass it over to Neil. Thank you again for joining us. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel for future video releases and check out our website at marsint.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you all for tuning into the Mars International YouTube channel. My name is Neil Milgram, and I am the Customer Development Manager for Mars International. I work with our outside sales team and our internal design and manufacturing team to fit and meet the needs of interested original equipment manufacturers, also referred to as OEMs. Today I'm going to speak on the critical criteria for selecting a contract design and manufacturing partner. Let's say you have a concept for a new electromechanical product that will require engineering design support. Or maybe you have designed a new product but need a design review for possible modification for better manufacturability. Perhaps you have completely designed an electromechanical product and you need a contract manufacturer, also referred to as a CM, to manufacture it. Or you are either looking to replace your existing contract manufacturer or need to add a second source. Whatever your needs, you should keep in mind that the company you choose will play an important role in your company's future. Never consider this new relationship as a one and done. There are certain steps you should consider taking before you commit to any one company to fulfill your needs. Whether you are a well-established OEM, having recently started a company, or an inventor, the steps necessary to move forward with your project are the same. Once you define your project needs, it is now time to find suppliers that can meet your specific criteria. Where do you go and what do you look for in your search? The internet can provide a multitude of prospective suppliers. There are some challenges with internet searches though. Any company or person, regardless of their history or experience, can have a site design that would project experience and capability. Reviews you may see on the review sites are not often verifiable. Some companies personally populate those sites with positive reviews. Also, companies who are listed further back on the search pages could potentially be more qualified as those who have spent a good portion of their marketing budget on search engine optimization programs. That is not to say that you will not be successful with the internet. It is to say that the time to vet those companies could be extensive. Talking to new hires for sources used by their previous employers is a great method and one that comes with a person's direct experience. Trade shows allow for face-to-face interaction. You can attend regional manufacturing service shows or shows specific to your market. This face-to-face opportunity can go a long way to moving the process forward. Once you have accumulated a number of prospective suppliers, there is a process that you should consider adopting moving forward. Your initial conversation will most likely be with a technical salesperson. This will allow the salesperson to understand what it is you are looking for, so an appropriate and concise menu of services can be presented to you, one that clearly applies to your specific need. Regardless of whether your product is patented, you will want your prospective supplier to sign a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA. It is important they understand how serious you are about security and privacy. Without an initiated NDA, you should not move forward. A detailed technical meeting between your engineering team and your prospect's engineering team would be the next step. This meeting will allow both sides to discuss the project, review any documents together, and ask questions so there are no ambiguities when moving through the quoting process. This initial meeting of the teams tends to reduce quoting time. A good project team will have a project manager, account manager, engineers, and quality assurance professionals. This team should be aligned to communicate and coordinate with your team. A multifunctional team structure adds value by preventing your project from going down the wrong path. Your contract manufacturing partner should collaborate with you at every stage of the project, from quoting to design through manufacturing. Communication is key to successful projects of any kind. Your supplier should be responsive and upfront. Collaboration lessens the chance of any pitfalls moving through the process. Contract manufacturers may offer varying levels of engineering expertise. Depending on your product, you should look for suppliers who offer technical support that can add strategic value to your project. In today's fast-paced world of product introduction, it pays to find a contract manufacturer with a deep bench of engineering skills. This expertise may include mechanical, electrical, and software engineering capabilities with a broad range of project and market exposure. This team should be manufacturing oriented. That is to say that when designing a product, are they considering the efficiency of the design to minimize assembly and testing time? Validation of new releases and testing during production cycles is critical to the success of your product. A strong engineering team will have the ability to design testing protocols as well as the testing equipment and fixtures required to meet the protocol standard. Contract design and manufacturing companies with strong engineering teams can provide a greater strategic advantage in product design or design implementation. Engineers who are regularly exposed to the manufacturing environment are aligned with customer goals of manufacturability and quality at a reasonable cost. To get the best possible manufacturing outcome, you need to have a well-developed design in place. Prototyping is necessary for concept testing and validation and design refinements before manufacturing. It is of great value for your contract manufacturer to be involved in the prototype process and ideally have the in-house prototyping capabilities. This process will quickly identify any downstream issues. By having the manufacturing team involved in your prototype process, you bring more knowledge to bear on the release production runs, making them as successful as they can be. Quality control shouldn't be an isolated activity at the end of the manufacturing cycle. It should be ingrained into every stage of the process, from design to assembly through packaging and distribution. Your new contract manufacturer should have a team of quality control specialists to monitor and maintain quality production. Workflows that facilitate a constant feedback loop between quality personnel and production are critical. And don't forget to check the manufacturer's certifications and accreditations. While ISO 9001 registration might seem like par for the course, earning and maintaining that registration shows a manufacturer's commitment to total quality management. It must be a part of its corporate culture in order to truly be effective. There are factors beyond ISO compliance that your CM should be set up to handle. Here are a few. A working knowledge with external regulatory compliance related to your products, such as UL, CSA, and FCC. A commitment to securing approval for changes not covered by the product specification. Performance tracking and open visibility of all metrics, and regular top-level quality assessment meetings. An internal purchasing department responsible for locating sources and maintaining relationships with outside resources is important in controlling costs and having access to specified components. The new supplier you choose should be one that embraces vendor-managed inventory solutions as a true value add. In practice, VMI is a family of inventory management models, allowing the customer and supplier to design a system that stabilizes the timing of purchase orders and production. It typically involves sharing of demand, current inventory levels, and production schedules to achieve the above goal. It takes a broader view than traditional supply chain management. It recognizes that your inventory system extends all the way to your supplier's operations. It offers additional flexibility to deal with irregular ordering patterns, and it can help you deal with spikes in demand. You'll lose fewer sales. After all, a product that is out of stock is a product that can't be sold. Simplicity equals efficiency. If your company needs a variety of inventory components, tracking all these pieces could be a full-time commitment. VMI becomes your supplier's responsibility. With your CM managing your inventory, it saves you man-hours and frees up working capital. The location of your manufacturing is important to consider. In the unlikely event the initial facility is unable to fulfill your needs for whatever reasons, multiple locations allow for flexibility in manufacturing. If your supplier is global in nature, starting in a domestic facility for a slow rollout for initial market testing and filling the pipeline, with the option of transitioning to a lower cost region of the world, can be of great benefit. With your CM having a global presence, this may play into your strategic marketing strategy of being a global company. However, some OEMs have their reasons for manufacturing strictly in the US, such as a corporate edict, strategic marketing position, or US government contract requirements. Thank you for your time and interest in learning about the critical criteria for selecting a contract design and manufacturing partner. If you would like a transcript of this audio portion, please call or email me. If you would like to discuss your need for the design and/or manufacturing of a product, call and email me as well.